Hello, 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 everybody. It is Ariane here once again, just expressing my enthusiasm and my perspective as I experience it and see it as I'm guided by different energies and collective streams of consciousness, keeping you updated on the ascension process. And it's just, each day that unfolds, it's more joy, more love, more expansion, more completion, more wholeness. It's these feelings and sensations that are taking place, as I move through this and I see it elsewhere. It's just absolutely amazing how to really explain the magnitude of this, I guess, words can't really describe it. It's this feeling, this vibration, which is, you can feel it. You can feel it. Anyone that's in this process, when you get close, you feel that vibration. You're like, okay, and it's like, the lower thought form just can't express the magnitude of this purity of love and light. This interconnectivity, this wholeness, that's there, and that's, more and more as I move through this ascension process, I see that's what it is. It's reconnecting to, all of creation. Creation as we know it, and further beyond, even where we can't even imagine, we're woven into it as well. And the more we release all these limiting thought forms, belief systems, and these structures that have kept us in these lower thought forms, then we're reconnected. We're back into this very intricate weave-in network of light that extends to many areas of existence, and it's just amazing. So as you ascend more, this completion happens within. Your body is reconnecting, new electrical firings, there's new etheric bodies that are being put in place, so you get new functions, new organ connections, new Socratic systems, everything changes. So as this, you step back into this, there's a whole new interconnectivity within your own self, a way that you connect in greater ways that you never even thought before. And so what this is also being expressed, outside and all around us. And this is how we, bring the planet back into wholeness again, even the solar, or not our solar system, but our whole universe, bringing it back into alignment with the higher realms of love and light, which is where the potential is, these realms where, perfection is realized and it's expressed and it's lived. And what that means is you are in a state of existence where you have pure potential in every given moment, and you exist as an eternal being of love and light. You have this framework, this whole state of being that is eternal, that does not know such thing as, death or annihilation or limitation or any of that. And that's what this ascension is, letting go of some of, what is the fifth dimension, the sixth dimension, what is this light body, what is that? To keep it simple, it's connecting with all of creation, connecting with, our fellow creation as we know it, just here in this reality, connecting with all of creation that exists within your own body. Do you know how many life forms and countless streams of consciousness are existing within you? There's so many, so as you make this connection with yourself and start, doing that is where you bring yourself back into full health and vitality. And then you can recreate your own structure. You can literally bend the atomical structure. Your physical, and quote unquote, I leave that very loosely, that structure you can redefine, you can change. Once you step into this ascension process, meaning you have to release all the stuff that keeps you in these lower thought forms, all that egoic function, these lower thought forms, all these things that we believe define us, we've only allowed that to create for an experience. So as you're ready to move beyond that experience, you step into this wholeness again, where you're reconnected to everything, all expressions, all life. And it's a process, and the reason it's a process is you go through each time, it's amazing, a phenomenal, joyous process to feel these reconnections, and as it comes subtly, then you have a new appreciation for life. And you say, well, why did I even think that I, could do this by myself, or that I would want to? I'm connected with such and such over here, the plants, the earth, this computer. We're all finally connected, sharing this great dance of life. And so that's why I see this process is so vital, and nobody can just go from here to all the way up here. You have to go through this, because that is what being a part of creation is understanding it in all these levels. So however you are going through it, and how you get to have these experiences is on you. That is how you are moving through with your own energy and your own expression, and as you move through this, you'll find it's not, so much ownership. It's a shared co-creatorship, because you are sharing this with many life forms in your own body. You assume the identity of I am this or that, but I am is the totality. And if you've heard the I am presence, or I am invocations, I am decrees, that's what it is. You're calling upon all of your being. You're not saying the little me, the ego, this character that I'm playing. Well, that is a composition of all these life forms existing within you. All your cells, all your organs, all your tissue, all your neural pathways, everything, all your subtle bodies, all your energy fields, all consciousness, all life forms, all expressions. So when you say I am, and you get into that, that's what it is. That's where we get so much more potential and strength comes from, is because we can't generate it through this idea that we are an individual form. It is only when we connect with all of creation that we fully tap into that source, that pure potential field, and that's where all of creation supports itself. It doesn't say that, well, we're all or just all. No, you get to be your character, but you just have to let go of that little I that thinks that it owns anything, or that it thinks it is separate from the whole complete creation. It is not. No way, no how. It is all intimately connected. So as we remove those patterns, those limitations and beliefs, we reconnect back to everything. We realize, all of creation now lives through me, but I remain unique in this expression, and you can take pride and take honor in that character, but not that you own it or that it is separate from anything else. And that's this realization that takes place through, this ascension process. And this is what is really blowing me away as I see it happen. I'm just like, oh wow, this is profound, to really see, when you talk about that, or you hear about that, you never really know how to truly grasp it until it's experienced. Not only, just not to briefly feel it, but to know it, more than you know your name, more than to look at your body and know that you know it so much that you know it deep down in the core of your being, to the deepest recesses of your soul stream, of your full I am presence, this totality of your being. You're like, oh, that's it. I'm a multidimensional being that is a part of all of creation. Why did I ever think I was separate? Well, that was an experience. That was a program we designed, and it served its purpose. We're ready to move beyond that. We're ready to get back into this co-creatorship, new experience, new potentials, new levels of exploration. That's what we're doing. We're stepping back into our roles as creators, as our own God self. And that's, having these tools to create, meaning that we're balanced and complete and whole within our own selves. And as we are complete and balanced and whole within our own selves, we also put that puzzle piece in the greater whole, making that more whole. So you see how you can heal yourself, complete yourself, and start changing the world, start changing the universe. No need to set that far, but you see the world around you change because you are a part of it very intimately. You are a puzzle piece to that. So you don't even have to take these pressures as extra things. Well, I need to do this, this, this. Well, that'll come naturally the more that you align with yourself, which is a totality of so many expressions, bringing that in within so that you can also bring that without, and this all around us. And that's what this ascension process is moving into unity, moving back into love. That's what increased consciousness was all about. That's what all this has been setting us up, love and unity. When we move into that, we give all these great tools of creation. I mean, literally, we've heard mystics, we've heard saints, gurus, prophets, biblical characters doing all these amazing things. Well, what's being, told to me and guided to me is we will be able to do that, but we are not able to do that alone. It is not granted. That is a function of lower thought forms, that ego that thinks it's separate. It is only through the collective consciousness and the unified fields that we can operate these greater laws of the one, of creation. And that's, we have to be balanced, whole, complete, unified in whatever form that we are in, more unity, more tools, more potential. 7 billion people now. Think about that. That's a huge potential. 10 people fully, truly united in a unified presence of energy is just amazing. And I'm seeing this on, even the smaller levels, connecting with 2 and 3 people and just this magnitude of energy that's taking place, and they're saying that's what we'll move into full unity consciousness, the whole planet, completing ourselves, ascending into our own fullness, our full I am presence, and that connects into the greater whole. And then as we do that, each time we move into our own state of completion, we'll be more intimately connected to the others that have moved into that. And then we can also connect there. So just like we connect our whole body, we start connecting our pieces as we see humanity, which is part of the bigger body of the earth, and then as we are more intimately connected to ourselves, which is a bigger presence, we're connected to the other life forms, plants, animals, and the elementals, all these other expressions that are all dancing right now, all sharing the same fabric of reality that we're in. And that's what this is moving back in. When you start getting connected, you feel, oh wow, I see the tree over there and I can feel that, what that tree is feeling. I'm experiencing the tree. Oh, that's amazing. I don't need to step over there, but I'm just feeling that interconnectivity. It's like we're all sharing, so we can kind of move through that. It's like, oh, what's it feel to be this? What's it? Yeah, take that in, that's what creation and co-creation is all about. Sharing the experience, assuming a unique expression, whichever that is, or going through the shared aspect of it. There's many different ways, and it's all for perspective, and it's all for different ways to explore and expand thyself. Creation, creating new levels to explore itself, and that's what we're seeing on this lowest level, but it's also on a bigger level, and that bigger level we can also shrink back down is within us too. So it's like this paradox and this infinite expansion, which the expansion goes inwards, outwards, leftwards, rightwards, all around. It's it's the spiral, the never-ending spiral at all levels, and this is what's being presented to me. Do you see? This is what happens as you move into more completeness. You get more levels to explore upon. Oh wow. Well, step into the realm of eternal existence, letting go of the thought or the belief that you are limited, or that death has to beseech you, and that is a aspect. Well, once you step into the eternal aspect and you let go of all them limiting things and them lower bodies and step into the higher etheric overlays, well then now you've got new playing fields. That's what stepping into the fifth dimension and above is. There's many different platforms, many different overlays and templates to move upon. Once you get in there, create at your heart's desire. That's what I'm getting. Create at your heart's desire. What are you a vibrational match to the tools and resources you're able to bring through? Meaning, who are you connected with? How many people are united? And how much love is your instruments bringing through? Oh, great. Well, here you go. Here's more tools, So it's like, God's tool belt. It's like, what would you like? It's all here, Be a vibrational match to it. Be unified in your love, and see you can create anything the heart desires, and that's what heaven is. That's what this, pure, unlimited state of existence is, and this is what I'm getting this ascension is, as it is shaping, developing. It's nothing particular. It runs some mechanics that are kind of like the structure, but how it's experienced and how it goes through is very unique still, because it's a aspect of creation. You can't, when creation is being created at every given moment, every now moment, you cannot say for certain how anything's going to take place. You can throw the mechanics, the basic geometry, the formulas, and say, well, this is the guides, but as we create it and we add more unique expressions and aspects to it, then it develops and it grows and changes every minute. So this is the beauty. This is why we can't wrap our minds around what the ascension is or what is going to happen. It has to be created. We're given the tools to create it. Now we step into more awareness, more love, more realization, and then we have more sources of knowledge. It's not generated down here in the lower thought forms. It's all the way up here. We bring it through, whatever we need it for, and that's where we're at. But we have to step into completion and wholeness through thyself, which is this whole embodiment, countless expressions, and also connecting back to the whole. And that's where we bring the paradise, That's where we move into this, paradismal state of existence, create these realms that our hearts fathom, these pure imaginary worlds that you've ever thought of. We can do that. We can bring that into a reality, but it is a process, and we each have to go through our own unique processes to get to this state of balance and wholeness within, so that we can wield these greater laws of creation, allowing us, to build just amazing structures and creation. That's what we're given right now. This is what I'm seeing, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I'm experiencing on so many levels. It's just so amazing. It's so amazing, and when I feel this connection with everything, it just moves me more than anything. I understand, why, here we are, everything moves together, and that's, this new connection I'm having with God. And, biggest message that came was the other day, that just keeps being repeated over and over every time I'm shown a new way to feel and experience this totality of existence. I get the same message. God's there again. Children, you were never meant to do this alone. Okay, I see this. Because each time I realize, well, my true power, my true strength, my true potential comes when I include all of me, which is all of us. It's not just me, it's all of us. Oh, organs, you're there playing a part. I see you, I know you, I love you. I acknowledge you. Yes, I acknowledge you. Cells, I acknowledge you. Bones, getting into that full creative experience, you're like, of course you weren't meant to do it alone. It's not I, this little, it's we, us. So that's what God is saying at a higher level. Hello, God's saying you weren't supposed to do it alone. It is a whole, dance. Okay, this is it. So as I realize this on the lower, level, so connect with more people, connect with more nature, connect with more plants and animals, and feel the opportunities grow. Feel that love strengthen, feel that bond strengthen everywhere, and this creates new networks of light between all those who are in this state of completion and wholeness, and then that supports new foundations for new potentials everywhere. So each time you step into more of who you are, which is a full conglomerate of beautiful streams of life, you provide a new opportunity for the entire planet, for other forms of life. By standing more in that ground and creating a new facet of the network in this, big diamond, then you are supporting all of creation, and you're supporting all humanity and all the ascension process working towards completion. So know, through your own process, just being you, all of you, you can have effect on all of creation. All of this world, all of this planet, all of these life forms, all of the universe, all of the universes, into creation. All is one aspect of a bigger being, of a bigger form, and each is a puzzle piece. So know that. Be your own puzzle piece. Be the totality of the puzzle piece you are within you for the puzzle, and then be that piece for the bigger puzzle. It just keeps going, So strive to be all that you are. That's it. Work at you. As you see, other opportunities will come in where we unite and form and collectively, take on greater roles of creation and stewardship. So, yeah, that's it. That's the ascension through my experience, through shared experience that I'm getting out here, and the guidance that's coming through. So allow it to sit within your hearts. Whatever it does, it moves you. Feel it. This new, each day as more moved through the ascension process, so do we feel more love and support in the air, in the collective, in our being, because We are all of creation. We are all one being. So making one of us whole makes the greater whole more whole. It's just phenomenal. So yeah, just enjoy that, you know. And if you're not sure where you're at in the ascension process, ask. You know, we're here to help you and support you. We don't want you to feel, you know, that this is this or that. And if you're uncertain, ask. You know what I mean? That's we're all here to do this together. You know, I use many people to help support me in my walk. You know, and I'm so grateful for that. And I think all of you, every single person that is out there, every single book, every single thing that helped trigger a pathway of remembrance and showed me how to step into my light, which is this greater uh, state of existence. So, you know, we're all here to support one another. Let's do that. Let's share that. Let's be vulnerable. Let's be honest. Let's just be, you know, real out there. Let's be who we are and not deny our own processes. So whatever we need to go through there, put it out there. Don't be afraid. You know, let it shine. You know, because that was an experience designed to help you step into a greater state of evolution, a greater state of being, a greater state of awareness. You know, so these you know, lesson plans come through, and we can all share it. We can all move through it, and we can all move to this greater level of reality where we can start creating, you know, one that supports, you know, more freedom, more expansion. You know, and so it's there. It's available. It's up to each of us to make that choice, to step in it and to take part of the process. And as we do, we just move into so much more love and so much more expanse. It's just amazing, amazing, amazing. So, yeah, I can just keep going on and on and on. This is just, woo, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. So, there it is. There's the ascension process as we sit through my eyes, plural eyes, which is your eyes. We're seeing it all together, sharing it, you know. So I look forward to seeing your videos of your experiences so I can experience this at another level. Let's share. Many blessings to you. I love you.